Well, I just arrived at the ICE detention facility in Broadview, Chicago, and I'm going to wander around, see what's going on, and document what I see. So I will check in with you in a little bit. All right, we're here at the Broadview ICE facility, sort of ground zero for the resistance that's going on right now. And I know you've been out here a while, a few weeks.
Yeah, probably about a month now-ish, I think. My first day out here, I think it was September 19th, I think it was. It was that Friday when a lot of crazy stuff went down. That reverend got shot in the face. That one lady got put in a chokehold after they had shot her multiple times with the pepper balls. Yeah, when I say shot in the face, I mean with the pepper balls. So, yeah, I've been out here since then, so a little over a month, I think. Just maybe not every day, but close to every day. I try to come out here whenever I have free time. So.
Is there a particular organized group that you're working with?
Nah, I mean, I just found out about this on. I happen to follow one of the. She's kind of an organizer. I think she was here this morning. I think, although I came later than her. Her name's Kat Abagazale. She's running for the 9th District of Illinois, which I happen to live in the 9th District. I'm from Evanston, which is in the 9th District. Oh, really? And yeah, my name is Brian, by the way. Brian from Evanston. And
I'm Norm from Evanston.
Nice, good to meet you. And always good to meet fellow Evanstonians. And
or Evanstoners, as we like to call them.
Evanstoners, I didn't know. I'm gonna have to start using that one.
Hell yeah!
I don't think I knew that one. Oh my gosh.
No, bombs away with that one, man.
How did I not know that one by now? That's crazy. I'm 28 and I don't think I've heard that one before.
I'm 67 and I made it up a few years ago.
Oh hell yeah! I'll give you credit. Yeah, I mean, so it's been an insane kind of month being out here, consistently protesting and stuff. The first week or two, ICE was out here before ISP or sheriff, so it was all ICE. And those guys have no leash, it feels like. I mean, they will shoot you with, rubber pellets and pepper balls. And I mean, there was one day, I think it was the 27th of September. That was the day where they literally told Broadview tonight what they as an ICE. And they tear gassed this whole block really bad. I mean, press, protesters, it didn't matter who you were. First responders were caught up in it. It was insane. And since state police and sheriff have gone out here, it's more under control. It's less violent and stuff. But at the same time, it really feels like our First Amendment rights are being kind of just quelled or whatever, or being squashed. I mean, we're barricaded into this First Amendment zone, and we have a time, like a curfew on when we can protest. It seems insane to me. It seems.
Freedom of speech ends at 6 o'clock. By the way.
Yeah, I'm like, if I walk in the street, do I no longer have freedom of speech? If I hop over this barricade, I no longer have freedom of speech. It seems, I don't know, unconstitutional to me. I'm not a lawyer, but it seems against the First Amendment to me. So
restrictive.
Very restrictive. I mean, I get why the Broadview mayor, like, she has to look out for her town. But like it makes it seem like we are the ones causing the chaos when I think she knows that ICE are the ones causing the chaos. I kind of wish that would be more of her messaging as opposed to making it seem like we are like bringing chaos to her town. It's like, no, we're trying to bring attention to a facility that just happens to be in your town. Like, I didn't ask for this facility to be here in Broadview. This is where it is. And unfortunately, ICE has turned it in, from a processing facility into like this makeshift detention center jail with the windows boarded up and the barbed wire and the guys, masked militarized men on the roof with any less lethal guns they want, it seems like. I mean, they had the pepper balls, they've had these.
Yeah, the two guys over here.
Yeah, then these guys are, I think, state guys who are also spying on us and also have weapons. I asked some of the state guys about that. They said it's for our protection, but it still feels kind of creepy. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of insane when you come out here and see just how militarized this all feels with all the ICE guys, and now we have state and sheriff out here, and they have their technology too. I mean, there's so many cameras, just 1, 2, 3, and then all the cameras in the building, cameras over at 25th. Like we said, now there's guys on that roof with cameras. It's just like, and they have all kinds of, they have their own drone. They have just, it's kind of wild out here for sure. It's weird.
Ready? 3, 2, 1. U.S. District Judge Sarah Ellis has ordered Bovino into her courtroom to answer questions about the tactics of Border Patrol in Chicagoland. The hearing is set for Tuesday. Kevin, back to you.
We're here at the Broadview ICE detention facility, sort of ground zero for the movement, the resistance movement right now. And one of the first people I saw was this gentleman with a large American flag. So I'd like to ask him, what brings you here, and what are your thoughts about all this?
I just think that there's not enough attention being brought to this. We're standing in front of a building that is housing our community members without blankets, without proper equipment to be actually dealing with any amount of people, let alone people that are in our community. And I don't know. You know, at the end of the day, it makes me so overwhelmed with rage and emotions that I don't really know how else to describe it other than it's sick that we're letting this happen. It's sick that this is happening in our country, in our backyard, to our neighbors, and I'm just sad. And I just think that me standing out here with an American flag, because I'm as American as it gets, and I think at the end of the day, we just need more people that are true Americans to stand up and say, this is not the place that my ancestors, made it. This is not what they fought for. This is not what they died for. That's not what this flag was raised for. And I think that's where I'm going to go ahead and make my stand and say, if being on the side of righteousness, of saying that fascism is not something that we should be dealing with, of saying that taking my community members and snatching them off the streets without any due process is wrong, then I'll say that I'm going to go ahead and die on that hill.
All right, we're here at the Broadview ICE detention facility, sort of ground zero for the resistance. And what are your thoughts about all this?
Well, I've been coming out here for a few weeks now. I guess first off, I just want to say fuck ICE. And if that hasn't turned anybody off, then the real message here is that what's being perpetrated against immigrants in the United States and people of color, from what we've witnessed in Chicago, they're just snatching people up that don't look like white middle-class Americans. Doesn't matter if they're U.S. citizens or not. And so I feel strongly about this. I work with a lot of immigrant population from all over the planet. We live in a very immigrant-friendly city. This always has been since day one when DuSable settled here. So the idea that this be ground zero for some anti-immigrant attack in the United States is kind of just ludicrous. Lady Liberty, as we're calling her today, I usually wear the frog costume, but my friends are in from New Mexico. I gave them the opportunity to don the apparel. People have asked me, and I've been interviewed by the local NPR affiliate and the local ABC affiliate, and they've said, like, well, why wear a costume? Why wear a blow-up frog? Why sing songs? And the reality is that this situation is ridiculous, the idea that it's happening here in America. And the way to answer that resistance is to be ridiculous back at them. If we provide them the fodder that they're looking for, the rabble, the mob, then that's what gets portrayed in the media. Even the good guy media, they're still interested in the sensationalism of people being pushed down, people being shot with pepper balls and rubber bullets and flashbangs and smoke bombs. And those happen here.
Conflict cells.
Yeah, and those things happen here. Frankly, where we're at right now is just a small part of what used to be considered the free speech zone here at Broadview. It was out on 25th Avenue where there was much more traffic, much more visible. And the federal government was really concerned about the optics with that and asked that that be taken away. So now we meet in a small area that's about 20 feet wide by about maybe 100 feet. along the side street in front of the Broadview detention facility. We can still see the buses. There's a large bus parked down here right now that they're going to load people up that are in there and take them to God knows where. But, you know, part of what we're seeing in Chicago and why we're carrying whistles, they're just taking anybody. They're pulling over to the side of the street if they see somebody that doesn't look like a white American. They're stopping people that are speaking a foreign language. I live in the near west side near the Ukrainian community. They brought 20 people out here 2 weeks ago because they didn't have they were all here legally, but they didn't have their visa cards on them. They left them at home. Why would you carry it around in your pocket, you know? So they have a number that they're trying to reach. God knows what that is. But earlier this week, they said that the Blitz, which is also a Nazi reference to the Blitzkrieg, this Midway Blitz, as they're calling it, has come up with 1,500 arrests. Well, the real question is, how many of those arrests, number one, were legal? Number two, are people that were citizens that they just turned loose after they drove them around in the car for an hour and dropped them into a different neighborhood, or brought them to a detention facility and then turned them loose without charges. All of these arrests that they're presumably making, we don't have any numbers on to know if it's really the truth. These things are concerning to me, and they should be concerning to every American. When we throw away the Constitution, that you tell someone that they don't have to have habeas corpus to, you know, detain you. How they got around the Fourth Amendment to the U.S. Constitution was, rather than staying or quartering soldiers somewhere that they didn't own, they bought this facility across the street to be able to, you know, expand their operation.
I didn't know that they bought this building.
Yeah. So there's those kind of issues too, and they're not stupid. They are trying to manipulate us, manipulate the Constitution, so that they can continue this authoritarian, fascist, racist invasion of American cities. You know, we saw this happening at, you know, chicken processing, meat processing plants, the Imperial Valley in California with farmers and farming. We've seen it on cattle ranches and places like that out in Nebraska, where they ride cattle for, you know, I don't know if you've ever seen, but, you know, there's...
I used to live out in Fort Collins and live near Greeley, so the Montfort feedlot.
Exactly.
Heck yeah, man.
You know,
the whole Montfort lane on I-80.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So they're just wrapping these places up, and because it's low-hanging fruit. The operation in Chicago needs to stop. If they want to deport people, well, we've been doing that all along. It doesn't matter if it's a Democrat or Republican in the White House. They're deporting people daily. This method, where you're dressing up, cosplaying as a soldier, as a Marine in Fallujah, and, you know, snatching people off the street, that has to stop. It's not only is it illegal, but it's just immoral.
Okay, we're here at the Broadview ICE facility, and things are picking up a little bit towards 6 o'clock. A lot more people start showing up, and it's Friday night, and I'm talking with a couple of folks here who have been coming here pretty regularly. So what are your thoughts about all this?
Well, we live in a neighboring community of Westchester, and we're so close that we just couldn't find ourselves to just sit there and listen to Trump on TV spewing lies. So we thought our best time spent is coming out here and holding the signs, just showing, you know, a couple of old white people showing our support for the marginalized groups. Being here near the detention center, you know, we have no idea what's going on in the detention center. Our state senators can't even get in there. So it's really an awful situation. We don't know what's going on in there. You know, we just need some basic human rights. And they need to be a little more transparent about everything.
A lot more transparent.
Yeah.
So you're hearing honks in the background. These are people coming off of a busy intersection. This is our 5th week of coming every Monday through Friday from about 4:30 to 6. We've got signs that say this is not normal, honk for human rights. So we're really interacting with the traffic, reminding them that ICE is right here and that this we don't stand for this. If you're not aware, masked agents with very little training are literally kidnapping people off the streets and putting them in cars and bringing them to this facility that, and like you said, we don't know what's happening in there. So we know that this administration is counting on people being too afraid to protest, but as an older white person, I feel I do have a little bit of safety, and I'm going to use that privilege to let folks know that this is not okay.
All right, we're here at the Broadview ICE facility, ground zero for the resistance against ICE. And I'm speaking with T-Rex, who just broke out of the Field Museum to be here. And what are your thoughts about all this, Rex?
They're violating the Constitution. They're violating the laws. They literally, there's kids in there. They won't let anybody see what's going on. They straight up stole a cop from Hanover Park. They've tear gassed 27 Chicago cops. These people aren't even qualified to be dog catchers. I did 16 push-ups yesterday to prove that I'm better than ICE. Like, these goobers need guns because they know otherwise we would dog walk them. Like, these are losers stealing people, holding them as bait in there, hoping that they'll get us to be violent because they want the Insurrection Act. And then they can use live rounds instead of pepper balls. And so we're just here peacefully resisting, peacefully protesting, not giving them what they want. We will not give in to violence. We will not give in to despair. This is all really messed up, and it's unacceptable that it's happening not only in our country but in Illinois. And I'm here to, voice my opinion about it. That's why I'm out here.
The executive order is now in place. Please disperse the area. Please disperse the area.
It's really complicated. You have to justify it in court. And why are we the ones? So I think there's a court case which is going to have to justify.
Request it up, so if you want to do it, go ahead. I don't have all those skills yet.
So where's clear? Like genuinely, where is clear?
Can't leave that on the ground.
Okay, so like 10 feet up, 20 feet up, stop sign, 30 feet up. It's fun to do it at the stop sign? All right.
Why do you raise arms against your neighbors for holding signs, for peacefully assembling in the name of the freedom of other people? Can you all point to a single infraction? Did anybody break the law? Did anybody get arrested by you guys today? Anybody? Anybody? Anybody throw anything at you? Call you names? We get excited about pursuing law and order. The law says, the mayor said, that's it, that's the law. We don't think about it anymore. Clear all these people out of here so we don't have to stay to do ICE's job. Before you were here, ICE had to protect themselves. Their resources were tied up. They weren't free to go and kidnap your neighbors.
Wow.
Okay.
Thank you. Have a great week.
Your service to them gives them the space they need to do their evil deeds. As a reward for that, we get sent home.
You guys know we're right. Thank you. So you know we're right. Someday everyone will admit it. Someday they'll act like they weren't a part of this.
Oh man, I don't want to get arrested because I got tickets. Yeah. Last week was kind of tough. I put a kid in cuffs and tied a woman to a van. We could sneak around town, hunting working folks down. I hear they got a great benefit plan. Join ICE.
Thank you.
Nice. Join ICE. Take my advice. Lack control and authority. Come with me and hunt down minorities. Join ICE. academy, the cops weren't having me, the army didn't sound that fun, so I found me a pair of military operations.
I appreciate you.
There's a hole in my soul that just rages. All the ladies took me down and I felt like a clown, but will you look at me now?
You guys aren't holding this traffic.
Cages that I for respect and power. Joy and ice, I hear they got great hours. There's a sign on bone, it's a 50 grand.
Thank you.
Like a man going on. Let 'em go.
Look at him go. Gotta have some fun with it.
If you're looking for purpose in the current circus, if you're seeking respect and attention, if you're in need of a dick that'll make you feel big, come with me and put some folks in detention. See, I failed the academy, the cops weren't having me, the army didn't sound that fun, so I found me a pair of military operations.
Already a fiscal responsibility, my ass.
Join us, boy, nice. Join us, take my advice. If you're lacking control and authority, come with me and hunt down minority. Join us.
So that's what I'm seeing through my visor camera.
Why is it low? That's horizontal.
No, yeah, this is the one that's on my hat. This is on my hat.
Oh, you get it too.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. I just got this on.
I'm pretty sure it's